Today, we are going to talk about Neil's content plan for 2023. So as of this recording, we have started in December already. So it's the final month. Time flies. We're getting older and older, but we're getting wiser as well. So Neil, what is your content plan for 2023?
Actually to produce less content, believe it or not. So in 2022, I've created a lot of content. We create at least one piece of short content that gets published a day for, TikTok, Instagram, etc. 3 longer format videos that are usually 5 to 10 minutes a week that get published. Hour-long webinar at least once a month, a podcast that's daily, 3-4 blog posts a week. At least one of them I'm writing that's very detailed. Usually the ones I release on Tuesday are the ones I write. My team, typically the other ones that they're writing is like, what is SEO, or the difference between SEO and SEM, like that kind of stuff. You don't really need as much of a quote unquote expert to write. And there's much more content creation than this. There's a daily podcast that we have, if I already didn't mention that. There's images that we create, and the list goes on and on. When we look at the ROI from what we're generating from a lot of the content that we're creating, it's generating traffic, but it's not necessarily generating a lot of revenue. On the flip side, when we speak in person at events that charge $4,000 or $5,000 a ticket, we build a much better potential customer base list. And from there, we're able to close many more leads. So I'm going to still create Instagram content, TikTok content, YouTube content in 2023, just not as much. So I may decrease it by 50% is our rough estimate right now. But what I'll replace that savings with is, how do I create more trend and analysis pieces, like the state of digital marketing for 2023? I'm just making this up. And how do we speak at conferences more with our target audiences and not charge for those events, but speak for free, but create presentations that are just super specific, like speaking at a pharma event and then talking about the state of pharma digital marketing and here's what to do to succeed and here are all the trends. So then that way, yes, we're creating content. It's not necessarily for the masses. It's very niche and industry specific. But our theory is it'll close way more revenue than just creating more blanket mainstream content for TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, etc. And we've already been testing this out in 2022, speaking at more conferences, but more niche ones. And we've seen really great results from this.
What do you think your monthly reach is on your current content, if you had to combine everything?
10 plus million.
Okay, 10 million. Okay, got it. Anything else you want to add?
A lot of people optimize for vanity metrics, likes, followers, but if it doesn't generate a ton of revenue, who really cares? If it makes you happy, by all means, go for it. And I'm not saying you shouldn't create content for the masses, because I believe the branding is good, but a large chunk of your content creation process should be focused on generating direct revenue. Even if the sales cycle is long, that's okay. But both for B2B and B2C, a large chunk of your content production time should be spent on stuff that generates positive ROI.
All right. So that is it for today. Our next episode is going to be my content plan for 2023. So check that one out over here if you're watching on YouTube, and we will see you in the next one.